What is up, guys? Freno1 here. Welcome to my live reaction for Hunter x Hunter Chapter 381, Predation. Alright, guys, so in this video, you're going to get Chapter 381, which was last week's chapter, as well as Chapter 382, which is called Awakening. So you're going to get both of these chapters in this live reaction just because I only realized that Hunter x Hunter is back and it came out last week, so this is just to make up for last week as well as we're going to move into this week's as well. But anyway, guys, from memory, we are still within the big war for, the succession war. From memory, one of the princes tried to kill Prince Benjamin. And her power is if she gets killed, it gets reverted onto the person who did it. Something along those lines. They end up figuring it out, and she's being handcuffed and thrown into prison. Besides that, stuff with the spiders, stuff is going on with the spiders and the mafia. There's a lot of things going on. So I don't remember everything, but anyway, guys, let's just get straight into these two chapters. These are just going to be live reactions, nothing else. That is it. Let's get into it, guys. As always, if you want to follow along, you know what you guys need to do. Bring it on your tablet, pad, whatever it is that you read your manga on. Follow along with me, and let's get into this week's chapter. So we're on Deck 3, Central Police Station, Community Safety Section. Mizutozum bewildered. What is the prince doing here? Okay, we've confirmed it. The 11th prince is indeed not in room 1011. Okay. Though we are still currently examining all the security footage from the interdeck corridors, it's hard to imagine that the Royal Army would give any false information in regards to this incident, which means we can probably assume the prince actually did not use the corridors. The 11th Prince Fugetsu, okay? Would you please tell us how it is? You came to arrive here at Deck 3 and what you came for. Okay, so this is the 11th Prince here. I'll talk to 10th Prince Kacho. The fact that she didn't even consider the possibility that we could suspect her sister of being a co-conspirator shows she's really is just a child. We're presently in the middle of negotiations to communicate with the first deck. But as you know, outside of the evening banquets, direct contact between fellow princes is forbidden. Okay? Nothing you say here will be leaked to anyone outside this room. Our position here is not to protect the succession war itself. We want to be of help to you, Prince Fugetsu and Prince Kacho. Okay? Guess it's no use. So it looks like it's not working. So we've got someone ringing. Yes? Please hold on just a moment. Melody, phone call. Yeah? Hello? Yes? I see. Go on. This is bad. As I thought, Prince Fugetsu's Nenbeast really does have teleportation abilities. I had wanted to keep this from getting out to anyone else, if at all possible, at least until the day we carry out the plan. So what should I do? It's currently 1:44. I'm going to relay an important order from Mizustone. Okay? There are far too many abnormalities in the speech and conduct of both Prince Kacho and Prince Fugetsu. Keep a close eye on them. It is extremely possible that the two are planning to escape using some kind of method. Okay? In addition to security, use all your power to stop them from escaping. Keeney will be responsible for this mission. You will support him. Understood. Do you need me to repeat anything? No, I'm fine. So it looks like Melody's going over, telling I believe it's Keeney what's going on. Even so, I've no choice. No choice but to do it. Kachin and I truly are two parts of a whole. I create the door of travel. Then once I step out, the door of return appears. But the door of return can only be opened by Kachin. Okay? But on the other hand, once the door is closed all the way, the door of return can take us to an entirely different place. That was our world travel game. We've arrived at, so it's part of the little game that they used to play when they were younger. It's what we always used to play and how we always used to play it. Kachin was so kind. She always let me have my way and did what I wanted. Okay, so we've got people moving around here. We've managed to avoid Prince Fugetsu being placed in confinement, but in place of that, she will be under constant surveillance for 72 hours beginning now. The surveillance will be lifted temporarily before the Sunday banquet. I'm sorry, I won't try to run away anymore. Okay? But meeting with Prince Kacho will, as I'm sure you know, be difficult now. Understood. I'll use all the remaining time for rehearsal. Okay, so we've got Melody playing some music. Thank you very much for listening quietly. Bravo, that was incredible. I didn't expect it to be so entranced by your performance. Well, I never considered Hal's Requiem having such a hopeful, upbeat interpretation. Can I hear this again on Sunday? For the real thing, I've prepared a more fitting piece for the banquet. No matter what it is, I'll come hear it. Leave the intercom broadcasting to me. Okay, so she's obviously enjoyed Melody's music. If I weren't on duty, I may have asked you for an encore. The thought alone is compliment enough. How about giving this as a suitable reason for you to continue your monitoring? We belong to an independent judicial branch. If things go well, you may be able to protect the prince until landfall. Thank you, but it might call the attention of the other princes. I don't want to stand out just yet. I see. Suppose you're right about that. Alright, interesting. If anything happens, you can call me anytime. I don't think it's that easy. That would leave behind telephone records. If the higher up princes put in a formal request, they would gain access to all of that information. Well then, you could just say the prince is acting strangely. Then we could continue monitoring the prince on behalf of the organization. I just want to help you and the prince. Okay, so this is someone who's trying to help Melody out. I just learned once more today that people can be moved with words. And if you can move people, then you can move the world. And the very least, I want to work and contribute. Even if it's only the slightest chance, it's still possible that King Nasubi could change his mind. Either way, I feel like I can't just sit here and do nothing. The sound of his heart is so strange. Okay, so that's Melody saying the sound of his heart strange. Running in opposition to his words is a very faint tuning that does not shake, falter, or show any disturbance for anything. Even among the types of people that suppress and snuff out their emotions, sound their hearts play during the course of duty, still beating drums compared to him. The possibility that he could be being controlled by a Nen user exists as well. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Alright, so it looks like they're splitting up now. Though from the moment he spoke to me, he had already assumed I was up to something. They're coming up with defensive strategies much faster than I had anticipated. I can't let my guard down for a second. Just 76 hours left until the banquet. I've got to do all I can to ensure that no more unexpected situations happen until then. Okay, so we've got a big banquet coming up. Alright, so we're moving to room 1008. You know, I've been thinking. They say great men have a great fondness for sensual pleasures. So I suppose someone that really indulges like 8th Prince Sale is the best, right? It's appeared. I mean, of course, First Prince Benjamin is the most kingly candidate, but I just feel like Prince Sale's character is more suited to being king. And as predicted, his opinion of Prince Salazar is changing. Okay. So it manifests roughly 70 hours after first inhaling the smoke. As I thought, it requires a greater amount of time proportionate of how great the opinion of a person is towards him to begin with. I've collected all the materials now. I'm ready to activate it. The target prey is the guardian beast of 8th Prince Sao Sao. It's a manipulator with an inducement type Nen ability that acts via diffusion. Okay? As the humans surrounding it continue to inhale the smoke that the Nen beast itself spits out, a clone of the Nen beast will be formed above their heads. The effective radius of the smoke is roughly 7 meters, and the greater the target's affection towards Prince Sao Sao, the shorter the time will be until the clone appears. If we consider Prince Sao Sao's closest associates to be of a max affection level, they took roughly 8 hours for his security guards, who we assume were at a baseline level. The clone formed in about 70 hours. Okay. Yeah, it's either 70 or 10 hours. The clone of the Nen beast also release smoke with an effective radius of roughly 2 meters. That is enough to take action when in close enough proximity to have a one-on-one discussion with someone. In other words, using a smoke type aura, Prince Sao Sao's Nen beast can manipulate the affection level of others until finally he has control over the hearts of the entire kingdom. It will take time, but once it succeeds, his approval rating will be 100%. It will be the birth of the world's most firm and resolute royal dictatorship. But of course, that's only if all his political opponents are simple-minded idiots with no counter-strategy or plans of their own. Come forth, Predator. Alright, so it looks like he's activating his Nen beast. He's simple and innocent, yet so passionate as well. The guy's talking, so obviously this other guard can't see Nen. Right, so something's going on. So he's summoned his own Nen beast, I believe. Most importantly, he's a lady killer. I wish I were like him. Okay. So his Nen beast is shooting. Don't you? Shooting like a tongue out. Alright, so it's saying. What was I talking about? Alright, so it looks like he can actually deactivate the whole thing that the prince does to him. Okay. Alright. So it's eating. A Nen beast created from the heart of someone whose mother takes care of everything for him, while he is filled with only lust and desire, will be completely helpless before the might of Predator. Okay. So the Predator's going in. Ooh, alright, so he's eating his Nen beast. So it's a goal. Why am I so taken with Prince Sao Sao? He's pretty freaking weird, isn't he? Mission complete. Alright, so it looks like he's killed the 8th Prince's Nen beast. For 48 hours after Predator finishes taking down its prey, I'm unable to use any Nen abilities whatsoever. I've disposed of the 8th Prince Nen beast, requesting to swap security shifts with Ushioshi. Okay? Understood. Ushioshi is headed your way now. Once he gets there, you will head to room 1011. Roger. Cut off all 14 of we private soldiers. Ushiyoshi's ability is the most suited for assassination. Alright, so it looks like they're setting up to kill him. With the conditions given by being on this ship, taking the life of a prince who has lost his guardian beast should be no problem at all. This is Ushioshi reporting. I had previously hypothesized that 11th Prince Fugetsu's Nen beast's ability is teleportation, but after the report from the Royal Army a moment ago, that possibly is almost definite. Okay? Come on, Ushioshi, if you're going to explain it that much, then my ability is pretty much useless. But there is also the slightest possibility that she's somehow able to either become invisible or otherwise undetectable to others. Just because she's a child, do not let your guard down. Stay vigilant. Okay, so it looks like there's like a little fly here at room 11. Looks like Prince Fugetsu just barely escaped death. But Now her power has been determined to be just a harmless teleportation type. The assassins will come for her one after the next. Okay, so we've got some fly here. Okay, how to get away with murder will be forcibly released after the target gets further than a 20-meter radius away from me. Since I was worried about clashing with any other Nen users' abilities from the other residential areas, I was restraining my N, but as a result, I wasn't able to notice the prince escaping. Perhaps I should consider myself lucky that none of the other Nen users discovered my needle ball that had been attached to Prince Fugetsu. Okay. Alright, so this looks like that's Ushoshi, I think it is. Moreover, now that the existence of Nen abilities has been made official knowledge, my ability is no longer as almighty as it once was. The bodyguards testifying that I didn't lay a single finger on Prince Fugetsu will instead end up feeding them clues leading to the true nature of my ability. That damn Kurapika opened his big mouth really screwed me over. There's virtually not a single human alive that wouldn't show some kind of reaction to an insect buzzing in their ear, which means I'm able to use my needle ball as a simple method to determine who is a Nen user. After all, there could still be one hiding amongst us. One of the prince's bodyguards waiting to strike, like Toti. If a target discovers my needle ball and it's directly removed from the target, then the ability will never again work on them. If I use it on someone that's not a Nen user, then it takes drastically longer until the effects manifest. A long period of concealment where I must keep it from being discovered and where I must maintain a close enough distance. Okay, and that's the end of chapter 381. Alright guys, so simply we're starting to find out how they're actually able to kill beasts. It's between these two guards, who I believe are first Prince Benjamin's guards. Basically, one of them has the ability to eat the Nen beast, and then this other one has the ability to basically kill them without touching them, using their Nen. So, kind of interesting. We're starting to find out a fair bit. Not super hype, not crazy. There was a lot of information there, but anyway, guys, let's move straight into chapter 382, Awakening. Alright guys, so chapter 382, Awakening. Obviously, this is going to be a very long video, guys. I think that last one was nearly 20 minutes. We had a lot of information. So anyway, let's just get straight into it, guys. Don't want to waste your time anymore. Let's get straight into it. I'm addicted to that time. Ushoshi changed shifts with Lihan. Prince Salsao's Nen beast has been eliminated. Roger. It's something I just can't get enough of. Alright, so this is, we got Uhoshi, I believe. I'm probably totally butchering that. If I am, sorry guys. But he's seemingly the assassin here. Alright, he's the one who's going around actually killing the princes. But it's nothing compared to the moment my prey dies. So it looks like he really gets off on killing people. The alert has been ended. The stowaway has been captured. The alert has ended. Room confinement has been lifted. Everyone can now relax and leave their rooms. The countdown to escape. Day 5, Wednesday, 8 p.m. 104 hours since departure. 72 hours left until the banquet, 8 p.m. Sunday. Okay. So we've got Hunter x Hunter, number 382, Awakening. Okay, so he's here again. He goes through this every single morning to the king's chambers. Good morning, Ninth Prince Hackenberg. You brought a letter again, right? I'll take care of it for you. Not quite. That's right, not quite. Today I've come to send something a little different. Okay? And I'm going to do it personally. Don't move. So he's pulled the gun. So all the guards have pulled guns as well. Alright, so it looks like Hackenberg's had enough. So as we know from memory, Hackenberg has been trying to get out of this. He doesn't want anything to do with this succession war. He wants out. He doesn't want this to be a bloodbath and everything like that. So, and he's been constantly going to his father, the king, to basically say, oi, cancel this and just pick somebody instead. So it looks like he's basically had enough and he's basically making a move. It took 4 days to get the royal army to let their guards down and stop having their guns at the ready. But I made it in time before any of the other princes had to become victims of this. Okay, because obviously he doesn't want the other princes to be killed. So it looks like he's gone into the king's chambers. Let's end this, father. And he's pointing the gun at him. He's standing right in front of him. What's going on? He's taking the shot. He's used his own Nen ability. He's caught the bullet. Quite impressive, but if you really intend to kill someone, always shoot 3 times, Huey. At this point, I'm a part of the ceremony, Huey. I have a duty to fulfill, so until it's finished, I cannot die, Huey. Alright, so he has an ability which basically allows him to stop bullets. Okay, interesting. Maybe he can only stop 2. So if he shot him 3 times, it would have actually killed him. Nuvi, yes sir. We had already made preparations in our plans before ever departing to handle cases such as this one, as secret training exercise. Don't worry, neither you, Prince Hagenberg, nor your private army will receive any kind of punishment or reprimand for this. So then, you're saying all of this was within your calculations. Okay. In that case, what about this? Ooh, alright, so he's planning on literally shooting himself. He's taking the shot. Oh, and the Nen base has stopped it. Seems your Nen base is of a similar mindset to my own. Have you awakened, Huey? So he's got the Nen base who's stopped him from killing himself. He's dropped the gun. Do you know of the trolley problem? What you're trying to say that my 2 choices are a railway with my fellow princes on it, or a railway with the people of the kingdom on it. 2 choices. That's not like you at all. That just proves that your mind is working normally, Huey. The country is what should survive. So without question, it's the lives of the people that need to be chosen, Huey. The only question is, who will pull that lever, Huey? Okay? Without accepting and shouldering the burden of karma, you cannot be king. And unless you are king, you cannot change the country, Huey. If you say we don't need a king, then become king first, then say that, Hugh. Okay. So basically he's saying, look, he doesn't think they need a king. Become the king and then step away and change it so there is no monarchy. Alright, I like that. That's given him a reason to actually now go for this. No. Shikaku, come in. This is Shikaku. I'm in room 1008. The 9th Prince has gone to King to deliver his petition. I was resting. Yes, indeed. It is strange that even though the 9th Prince had gone out, I was sleeping. An attack from the Prince's Nen beast? Seal is gone. It may have already disappeared. Revolution? It can't be. The 9th Prince was supposed to be opposed to the succession war. Nobody's here. I'm heading there now. Don't worry, the king is safe. Okay? It will probably all be swept under the rug, being called a training exercise. But in all likelihood, he went there to kill his father, the king. Okay, so everything's coming out now. Right, so it looks like but he failed. And now he's accepted his fate. Okay? Hagenberg has awakened and will likely take on the succession war with all his strength. Eliminating him is our top priority. Get his power. 9th Prince Hakenberg's ability. Killed Sept. Okay. The aura of his subordinates that he governs is transferred into powerful unmatched armor that protects the prince and an arrow that pierces his enemies. Okay. He turns his own aura into a bow and infuses his will into the arrow. Okay. So it looks like we're seeing Hackenberg actually use his ability now. This guy's seemingly making a shield. War is the ability to change the will and system of an enemy nation using military might. Combat is using military might to eradicate the enemy's will itself. Military might. It's the resolve to face your own death and use it. Okay? Then the arrow he released will be through any and all manner of defense the enemy may have and take the will from the enemy's body. Okay? I couldn't even turn it into a card. So he's like, in exchange for the body of one of his own subordinates. In other words, what's going on? My power. Right, so seemingly he's destroyed his power. Every time he fires his bow, the arrow will be impossible to intercept or defend against, and it will pierce its target. So he's like, in battles against individuals, it is an ability that will guarantee certain victory. Alright, so he's dropped down. Prince, give me your command. Alright, so he looks like he's become, basically, he's one of his slaves. Okay. Alright, so we're back to Kurapika. This is finally seeing Kurapika. It's been a while. This is the second time. Along with a rumbling came a massive swelling of powerful aura. Alright, so Kurapika's picked up on it. I better make note of exactly what date and time it occurred. I've got to get any kind of grasp or understanding on them I can. Right when I thought the silent assassin had settled down, now there's a loud oppressor. In fact, if that power is in fact coming from a single person, if they come after me, I won't be a match for them. Damn it. Isn't there anything else I can do apart from sitting here on alert? No. Everyone's already doing everything they can to account for everything possible. If I start feeling powerless, it's only going to have a negative effect on my Nen. In this war of attrition, my worst enemy will be myself. Because as we know, he's using an ability that is quite dangerous for him to use. Alright, so we got Saleh. Looks like Saleh's been killed. Alright. So Saleh's been killed. So the 8th prince is now dead. He's officially dead. We've seen that. Everyone's freaking out. Now got looks like 8th day of the voyage, 8 PM. The banquet begins. Is what awaits before the prelude, hope or despair. Chapter 382. End. Alright guys, so not bad. Not bad. This was definitely a lot less writing in this week's chapter than last week's chapter. But not bad. Not a bad chapter at all. But anyway, guys, that is all for me. Let me know in that comment section below what you guys thought. Did you like it? Didn't like it? All that kind of jazz. And as always, guys, I'm Free01. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you guys next time for another live reaction. Peace.